Hey everybody, what's going on? It's a little bit weird to be sitting in front of a microphone with some Black Ops 1 gameplay, especially some Black Ops 1 gameplay. I just kind of wanted to get back into a gaming video, to be honest. I was watching the most recent Painkiller already. I can tell you exactly which one it was in just quite a few seconds. It was 207, Painkiller already 207. And Woody's Gamertag was talking about Woody's Gamertag. It sounds so weird. Woody was talking about how he thought that gaming videos kind of they needed to go back to what they were, or they're different than what they used to be, or they're kind of vapid. And I was just kind of, I don't know, inspired me, so to say, to make a video. Maybe is that the right word? But yeah, and it's just, I don't know, I've kind of been getting in more of a gaming mood recently. It's just it's been a great way to pass the time, especially when you have multiple times to pass. If you got, a couple hours to kill, there's a game for that. You got 10 minutes to kill, there's a game for that. It's just something that I've been enjoying, especially here recently. More than usual, I guess, than in the past couple years, the past 2 years. More recently, I've been playing some video games, but yeah, it's been nice. It's been a nice change of pace. It's a little bit different. I don't know. Making this commentary, it's an easier quality. It's not easier quality. It's an easier video to make than something else. With involving a camera, it's easier in so many aspects, especially considering half of it is just playing some video games, and the other half is just kind of doing my favorite part of any kind of video, is just kind of speaking my mind, speaking what's going on. And so yeah, that's just it's just something. Gameplay commentaries are one of those things where I don't think are popular anymore, but I also don't think are they're easy enough for me to put out, and I kind of enjoy making them. I kind of enjoy doing stuff like that. And if even a couple people get enjoyment out of them, I mean, I might as well make them. I'm enjoying making them. I'm enjoying the process of making them. So why not keep going until I don't want to anymore? So that's kind of been the plan for, a while. And that's just kind of what we've been sticking to. That kind of reminds me of Interstellar. Just kind of, not necessarily, maybe just because I've seen it recently, but there's no specific examples I draw, but any just kind of space movie where they're keep droning on even though they've lost contact and they've lost track of the mission. They're just doing the best they can, just with what they got, kind of, so to say. With gaming, I feel like that's kind of where the gaming industry is at. It's kind of not the gaming industry, the gaming YouTube I feel like it's all like falling apart. All the big names are were too big to fail, and then they failed. And then there's PewDiePie. He's number one on all of YouTube, but that's kind of it. And it's just these kind of ha 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 funny moments in gaming. There's no really kind of big gaming community anymore, I feel like. And part of it is, I think, the core of the people that were into gaming at that peak of everything happened at once. The peak of the games happened with the peak of the players using the consoles, with the peak of the amount of people that there could be. And I was one of those people at the time, and it just kind of peaked very quickly. And I feel like gaming isn't as popular as a whole. It's just kind of a weird kind of feeling to me. It's just, I don't know, it's strange, this whole ghost of YouTube gaming communities past, so to say. I was looking through my videos, and it's crazy to think that there are about 100 more that I actually in my smart high school mind decided to delete. So Modern Warfare 2, when I originally started making videos in the summer of 2009, I mean, not summer, the opposite of what I meant to say there, the winter of 2009, it was about the time of Christmas of Modern Warfare 2, because I remember it was a little bit into the winter, maybe, or something like that. And it's just weird to think how long ago that was in my life, and how long ago that was in the internet world. And it's just crazy to think how much has changed since then. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just, I think that's a personal thing, what the YouTube community is, considering it's not really a real thing at all. It's, it's a couple videos and how you look at them on the internet. So that's really all I had to say kind of about that. But another thing that I wanted to talk about is, I was kind of thinking about, I forgot what the original inspiration for me thinking about this was, but it might have been something on PKA. It might have been Interstellar again. but I was just kind of thinking about reasons why we don't know how time or the human race started, like the reason we don't have the answers. And I'm now, exactly as I am recalling this, am recalling why I remember this. It's FPS Rusher said that he would go back in time to like the Egyptians, and if he was Superman, and he would be known as God, and he would, do all these terrible things if he had all the superhero powers. And I was thinking, that may have been a possibility in the past, because if you think about it, the world probably was pretty easy to conquer back then. And if you let's say that you had some huge advantage, militarily speaking, back, whenever the fuck BC, thousands, millions of years before, when there were not nearly as many humans, and if you had some, big advantage, you could, have some advantage over all of mankind. That's kind of how small the population was. And maybe at some point in time when we knew exactly what happened, maybe when we remember like, oh yeah, my grandmother was there, and we had these, original stories passed down, maybe along the way there was someone, that had this, ability or skill or trait that made them so much more better, speak in the worst way that I could comprehend what I'm trying to say, but just so overpowered, outplayed, what I'm trying to say, better than some unique skill that made them a better, dominator or emperor or, expander, conqueror. Maybe they had something that, did that, and they were able to kind of stricken all of history, whatever they wanted to. And maybe what they wanted to do was remove the real, memory and the real writings, or the real any kind of trace of how human kind was started. And maybe he tried to put, his spin on it, but it didn't take, and so now we just know nothing. And maybe that's kind of what happened. Or maybe if you think about Interstellar, maybe we're kind of the result of Interstellar. Maybe the species needed to be saved, and when people talk about, the Big Bang, maybe they in terms of the people, of previous mankind, part one, who saved us, who saved the whole species, maybe they, saw the Big Bang and they were able to try to avoid it, or you do something like in Interstellar where they try to bring, plan B, start a colony somewhere else. Maybe they did that, and that's why we don't know the answers, because we're in a whole nother place than they were in the world. It's just something kind of crazy to think about, and it's just something that I've kind of been thinking about. I don't know if it makes any kind of sense. I don't know if this is something that it's one of those topics that maybe everybody thinks about in their lifetime, and I'm just at that age where I'm reaching those. And I find that the people my age, we all, kind of have all these realizations about life all around at the same time, because we're going through all these same experiences all around the same time. It's kind of, in America, it's the way things work. And, our fathers have done it, our older relatives have done it, stuff like that. People before you've done it, and it's just kind of the same, thing we're going through. So maybe everyone experiences all these, aha moments in their life all at the same time in their life. And I just I don't see a lot of distinction between my peers knowing this is a real aha moment, and this is just something that everybody figures out in everyday life. But anyway, that's all I had. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Let me know if you guys like something new, like a new gameplay, new gaming type videos. I'm thinking about doing some Let's Play. Truth is, I just don't know if anyone's there watching it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you later.